Hi, I'm Willie Mariahari, and we are back with the Conjure Confessions. This is episode one, and it's a podcast called Walala Nutiahari. Let's jump right into it, shall we? So, the podcast episode begins with a mom named Lala Nutiahari, and she has three daughters. One's named Tina, one's named Kayla, and one's named in Area. Yeah, Area, yeah. So, y'all, this episode, they're actually reviewing Sinners, and one of the things that Lala does like and then she does appreciate, as well as her daughters, as I like to call them, the charmed ones, that's Patty, is that he didn't demonize African spirituality or all forms of ATR, and that he actually embraced them and opened them and used this is a point of saving. This is what can save our lives, because it was the knowledge that Annie had, the root worker, the conjure woman, that she had that ultimately was able to preserve them for as long as it could until hmm, y'all know what happened. Y'all saw the movie. She would have gotten pushed outside, door would have been shut. I'd have told her to go back to her daughter when she became a vampire. Try me. So no, we do have Kayla, and she actually does bring up a good point in this episode, is that Ryan Coolidge was the first time ever that he actually used or someone did African spirituality, and it wasn't like in this evil sense where it's supposed to, kill, steal, and destroy you, and that is perpetuating a stereotype that, this is bad, but let it have been, Thor and Norse mythology and Greek mythology, then it's all good. And I kind of have to, not kind of, I have to agree with that as well, because how long is everything that looks like us, appears like us, comes from us going to be demonized before we're like, let's not do that? Okay? Okay. So y'all, Lala does make a good point that when you start taking away people's spiritual systems, because a lot of times, y'all, your culture, your language, your food, and a lot of stuff, fashion, music, are all tied to your spiritual system. And once you take that away and start demonizing that, then goes the people. And then what's left? You have these blank people who are going to be looking and searching and trying to fill that void that was already filled to begin with. So, y'all, I like how Kayla thinks, and I like her thought process, because she is making some really good points. She brings up the fact that, once upon a time, this used to be something that our ancestors used and did to, help keep them in good spirit. I can summarize all what she set up in just that phrase alone. I'm gonna say it again for